If I had only 3 minutes to speak honestly about love, this is what I would say. Love doesn't vanish overnight. It doesn't explode. It doesn't end in a single moment. Most of the time, it fades quietly, like a fire that slowly loses oxygen. Not because it was never real, but because it was slowly suffocated. People don't usually lose love by doing something dramatic. They lose it silently, through fear, through insecurity, through holding on too tightly. They confuse attachment with connection. They confuse closeness with control. And without realizing it, they begin protecting the relationship in ways that slowly destroy it. Love needs space. It needs air to breathe. The moment that space disappears, the energy between two people begins to decay. One of the fastest ways to lose someone is to stop trusting them when they're not around. Suspicion doesn't make love safer, it makes it heavier. It turns affection into pressure, desire into responsibility. It makes someone feel monitored instead of chosen. And no one feels free in a place where they are constantly being questioned. Another quiet mistake people make is losing themselves inside the relationship. They stop growing, they stop building, they stop becoming. They place the responsibility for their happiness on the relationship and call it love. But love isn't meant to complete you, it's meant to connect two people who already stand on their own. When one person disappears, the relationship has to carry that weight, and eventually, it collapses under it. Then there's space, the thing people fear the most. The silence they rush to fill with constant messages, constant reassurance, constant presence. But closeness that's forced doesn't feel like love, it feels like obligation. Clinginess doesn't create connection, it quietly suffocates it. A person who feels chosen stays. A person who feels trapped escapes. Real attraction lives in confidence, in independence, in knowing you want someone without needing them to survive. If you truly love someone, you don't hold tighter, you hold steadier, you trust, you build your own life, you let them be themselves without fear. And when you do that, something rare happens. Love doesn't fade, it stabilizes. Because the strongest relationships aren't built on fear of loss. They're built on freedom, respect, and two complete people choosing each other every day, not because they're afraid to be alone, but because they genuinely want to stand together.